Alright, as promised, I am going to pick another character. So instead, okay, so... No... Okay, let's not go with a wrestler this time. Let's go with something a little dorky. So we're gonna be dating Arsenic this time. And, you know, he's a pretty boy, mountain charmer, blah blah blah. So let's give this person the stupidest name ever. Kinda wanna do Butt Dork. I was thinking about doing Mr. Ass. He's another wrestler I like. I actually saw him the other, a little later last year. Late last year. Alright, so let's think it up. Butts is a funny word. Butts, ass, dookie, poopy head, poopy butt. On poopy butt. Alright, Arsenic. Blah blah blah, fairy tale, shining armor, dude. Okay, let's begin this fucking date. It's 9 in the morning. I wouldn't be up. Your date is... Wait, what? Did you say 9 in the morning? I'm going on a date in 9 in the morning. Are we going out for brunch? I'm going to another amusement park? You can remember when he first asked you out. In the days leading up to it, you might have even expected it. He had been a man of small gestures. More than once, you would open a book and find a flower pressed into its pages. Wait, okay, hold on. We live in an age where a lot of people have to be worried about stalkers and stuff, so when did he get my book? Did he steal it? Did he break into my locker? Did he break into my house? Alright. Sometimes there was a 4-leaf clover. To bring you luck, he said. Not quite meeting your eyes. Aw. Still creepy as fuck. One time he found... How many times have he stolen my stuff? Meet me on the hilltop half an hour before dusk. It reads in smooth script. I have something to show you. Oh, so he's not going to be a doctor. Because all doctors have horrible handwriting. And he's covered in feathers. You had gone there, and when you asked him what he had to show you, he said, one of the most significant sights in the world. He gestured to the sunset, which crested the distant mountains and bathed the entire spring world in golden shades of autumn. Perhaps you have seen it enough to render it mundane and unremarkable, in your eyes, but to me, it has the power to enchant me. And I was hoping to share this moment with you, Miss Poopy Butts. At that moment, you are almost certain that he would make his affections clear and utter some grand declaration. The words seemed to rise halfway to his lips, but then he said, Tell me about your day. Has it been faring well? He had not asked you out. You felt disappointed. A week later, it began to rain. However, it was still a day like any other, except that you had to bring an umbrella and you were late returning home. There was an extra errand you had to run. Your project took longer than you realized, or maybe you decided to dance in the rain. Then you made it home. In your front yard, there were bouquets of your favorite flowers, literally dozens upon dozens of them. They formed the shape of a heart. Arsenic stood in the center of it. The downpour had utterly drenched his hair and clothes. You asked him what he was doing there. He says, Miss Poopy Butts, you might think me very foolish. Very foolish indeed. I had prepared a much more eloquent speech worthy of being received by you. But it began to rain. I suppose a smarter man would have gathered up everything and returned home to try again. But I know if I leave now, I will never find the strength Again, let alone the courage to ask you this, to do what I fear may end up in hopelessness. Miss Poopy Butts, it would be my great honor to court you, even for a day. Please allow me to be your date for Valentine's Day. You agreed, and now he was here. At 9 in the morning? 9 in the fucking morning for our first date? What the fuck are you people Whatever. Oh, he brought roses. Ah, Miss Poopy Butts. Good morning. These are for you. I'm sure you've already realized. If your good sense didn't tell you, your eyes surely would. I hope they're to your liking. Thank you, they're beautiful. Not as much, I'm glad, truly. I hope you don't mind. I gathered them manually. I heard it's traditional to buy the flowers you wish to present your date on Valentine's Day. You must be from another fucking world. But I'm from Virgo Island, so I'm much more accustomed to doing things by hand. And dressing really funny. Rest assured, there shouldn't be any more thorns or grime left. I make sure of that. But if it bothers you, I'll correct that immediately. I'll run down to the store and purchase a bouquet for you straight away. Relax, man. Are my nerves apparent? Then again, I suppose I should have known better than to think I could conceal them from you. I always feel so transparent around you. Were you? I didn't notice. Then I shall consider myself quite fortunate. Or at least I was until now. Please be kind enough to forget what I just said. You set the flowers on a table beside the front door and then step out. You began to head down the pathway leading out of the house. Arsenic. Why are you named after a poison? Arsenic walks beside you. I trust you've been having a good day? Yeah, and you? To tell you the truth, I feel like I've spent the whole day holding my breath. A sleek black car is parked beside the sidewalk. A driver sits in front. Arsenic walks over and holds open one of the doors in the back. By the time this is a car. By the time that Arsenic comes around the car and maneuvers himself inside, you have already slid your seatbelt into place. This will be my first time attending an amusement park. There isn't anything remotely like it at home. I don't know if it's the same for you. As Arsenic speaks, he fastens his own seatbelt. He clutches the buckle with the grip of a man unaccustomed with it, cradling it as if fearing it would shatter like glass. Once it clicks into place, the car's engine comes to life, and the vehicle begins to pull away from the sidewalk. A sheet of glass, like the kind you see in limousines, separates you and Arsenic from the driver. I've gone a few times. In that case, I'll have the pleasure of having you as my guide. I've read that amusement parks is full of rides, mechanical devices designed to bring excitement to its passengers. I assume you have a favorite? I just can't pick one. The amusement park must be amazing indeed. Okay, I must admit, I'm quite excited to see what it's like. Really, dude? Why do all these dates, are all the dates I'm gonna be going to be at amusement parks? Because this guy was lazy. The two of you spent the rest of the drive in conversation much like this. Eventually, the car pulls to a stop. In no time, Arsenic releases his seatbelt, exits the vehicle, and comes around to open your car door. Thank you. My pleasure, Miss Poopy Butts. Yeah, I still love that name. Now, please give me just a moment. He turns around, walks over to the front car door. He bends down and addresses the driver through the lowered window. I appreciate your hard work, Victor. He extends a bald hand to the driver, who accepts whatever was in it. Probably money. You assume it's cash. Then Arsenic faces back towards you with a smile. Side by side, you walk to the Side by side, you begin to walk towards the entrance of the amusement park. His tall frame towers over the crowds and shadows you from the sun. On your right, a roller coaster breezes by behind the gate that lines the amusement park. Arsenic heads jerks towards it for a moment. Forgive me, I'm more accustomed to associating screams with horror rather than pleasure. Dude, you haven't been on many dates, have you? Are you a screamer? I hope not. Oh, I'll make you scream. You prefer men of little restraint, don't you? Do you? I suppose I can be persuaded to oblige you. A small line has formed at the gateway. You both stop at the end of it. So, when are you gonna show me your wild side? I'm worried. I worry that it shall frighten you away like a bird from a running deer. Dude, you're not frightening. It's that bad? Just with you. Around you, I don't think you realize just how bad I want to be. The line advances at a steady pace. Arsenic glances at the couples ahead. Several of them have their phones out, with their fingers flying across the keypad. In your country, I hear it's common to immortalize your memories with still photographs. I don't suppose you'd be interested in capturing this moment. Yeah, let's do it. With a nod, he withdraws a cell phone from the folds of his coat. This cellular device is one of the first things I purchased when I arrived. It's supposed to have great use, but I haven't had the opportunity to employ it until now. He holds it at arm's length and raises it up. Smile, if you will, Miss Poopy Butts. Smile. That was rather unexpected. Ah, there you are. You look so cute. I mean, pardon me. I didn't mean to say that out loud. I think you look cute too. Oh, I thank you, Miss Poopy Butts, though you take far better pictures than I. I don't suppose. That is, what I mean to say is, I would like to send you the photograph later, if you are interested in receiving it. And I would very much like to continue our conversation after our date has ended. I would consider it a great honor if you allow me to have your phone number. Sure, here's my number. Ah, yes. I will not abuse it, Miss Poopy Butts. Oh, dear God, shut up already! God. Date with night was so much better. Eventually, the two of you make it past the ticket booth and through the gates. It feels like a festival here. Arsenic begins to unfold the map that he received at the ticket booth. He holds it out for both of you to see. Let's go on the roller coasters. Ah, so you like fast rides? Ha ha, do I. Arsenic clearly didn't know what to expect from the ride. He settled into the ride beside you, turned, and gave you a small, uncertain smile. And then the roller coaster took off. Your shoulders brushed against each other more than once. His warmth stood out against the chill of the wind that threw your hair back and swept past your skin. If you needed someone's hand or arm to squeeze, he was there. Eventually, the ride came to an end. Too soon, perhaps. That was quite an exhilarating experience. Truly, I've never felt anything like it. Your next destination was... let's tone it down a bit for Mr. I've never been out of my country and experienced cell phones and amusement parks. So let's go on the spinning teacups. There was a teacup of nearly every color and design. Whichever you choose, Arsenic held open the door of the large teacup and then proceeded to take a seat across from you. The cup spun around and around the arena. His smile was the only constant. I hope the ride didn't leave your head spinning too much. Your next destination was... Haunted Mansion. When you enter the mansion, the figures in the portraits seem to follow you with their eyes. Arsenic notices this, but soon turns his attention toward you to gauge your reaction. The ride is a cozy one, fit for two. It spins you both around and through a chilling ambiance. The atmosphere was startlingly realistic. The music made me feel as though we were in some kind of macabre show. I hope you enjoyed it. The next destination was the merry-go-round. It's a sweet, leisurely ride. The craftsmanship of those animals is rather impressive. And it's all put together ingeniously. It serves its purpose well. At least I hope it was able to amuse you. It was late afternoon now, and it's time for lunch. Sweet or salty? What kind of person? Miss Poopy Butts is a salty kind of girl. I'll fetch you a hearty meal. Arsenic pays for whatever meal you wanted. Hey! I'm an equal opportunist. I should be paying for half. Asshole game. He then sets it on a round table with a small umbrella and sits across from you. I hope you're having a good time in this land of amusement and thrills. I am, and are you? Yes, even though I've read about it, experiencing it in person is completely different. But I suppose it would feel differently had I been alone. Then again, that might be true for most things. A meal has more flavor when you have someone to share it with, and music sounds all the sweeter. Are you lonely? Lonely? How can I be when I have the good fortune of your company? It almost wasn't an answer, but you had a feeling that you shouldn't press. What's your home like? Virgo Island is primitive compared to your country. However, it trades the machines and manufactured products for nature and all the beauty that contains it. There are forests, but not like the ones here. There are gold trees with jasper leaves and silver trees with coral. The grass is blue on one end of the island, indigo on the other, and always white in the winter. Rivers run red, and when the sun rises, the dew glistens like the opaque crystals. That sounds beautiful, actually. Yes, but its beauty hides a terrible savagery, one that I hope has been put to rest by the V. The V are the ruling clan on my island. I think your country equivalent would be the president, but to some, a better comparison would be a dictator. However, I'm glad that all the wars have ended, at least for now. You spend the rest of your lunch in pleasant conversation and laughter. He brings you as much food as you want, and you eat until you're full. Afterwards, you went... Let's blow this guy's mind. The love boat. Arsenic holds out a hand and assists you into the boat. The vessel descends into a dim tunnel lit by sparkling wine and white lights. In the glow of the passing lanterns, you catch Arsenic's gaze on you. Seriously, why is he named after a fucking poison? When that happens, his eyes flicker away. However, he soon glances at you once more out of the corner of his eye. A small smile turns the corner of his lips. When the ride ends, he offers you his palm again and helps you out of the boat. Ferris wheel. I take it you aren't afraid of heights? Nope. I have a feeling you weren't a woman easily daunted. Fuck yeah. You enter the booth and sit across from each other. The wheel begins to move. At the height of the ride, you can see the whole amusement park through the window. Now let's go to the games. Twinkling lights and a parade of sounds alert you to the gaming section of the amusement park. I won some, I lost some. Together, you won quite a bit of prizes and a great deal of laughter. Fortunately, you didn't need any skills to try the food samples. Oh, I almost didn't expect shaved ice to be an actual dessert. And I've never had popcorn before, let alone. Alone, guys. You missed a little typo. One covered in caramel. What do they have on your stupid island? Birds? Because I could tell by fucking feathers on your coat. If that's not a coat! The combination of sweet and salty is quite intriguing. Please have as much as you like. It would be selfish of me to have it all for myself. As you walk through the game section, you share a bag. There's a moment when your hand almost brushed... Just almost. Unfortunately, he's too careful to let that happen again. We've gone everywhere. The concept of whacking a mole on the head sounds rather violent, but the way you do it makes it cute. Evening falls. I hear the fireworks show is about to begin. I think the bridge will offer the best view. You aren't cold, are you? The temperature is dropping quite a bit. Here, let me lend you my coat. Oh wait, I don't want anyone to give you the odd looks I've been receiving all afternoon. I remember passing by a stall selling clothes and the like. Let me make a quick purchase. You could. You know, dude, you could warm me up. Like this? He settles an arm around you. Your shoulders... I can't read today, apparently. He settles an arm around you. Your shoulders as lightly... as air? Settles an arm like... Okay, whatever. You're warm enough this way? Snuggle against him. Yeah, sure. Sure. I won't scare him away. His arm rests against you with a little more weight. He draws you a little closer. Let's enjoy the show. Woo, fireworks. Woo, pop, pop, pop. You both head to the bridge, where you watch flowers of color blossom and bloom in the starlit sky. Let the display ends a time to leave. Please tell me you guys at least have fucking fireworks. On your way out, you stop by the store. I want to buy something for him. He is silent for a moment. I will treasure it, Miss Poopy Butts. Now, allow me to return the favor. At last, you step outside the amusement park, and he leads you around the curb. You expect to find the same black car, ready and waiting. Instead, there is a white Oh, Jesus Christ, dude! Really? Really? This is our fucking first date! What kind of... Anyways. Instead, there is a white carriage attached to horses that are the color of snow. It's the kind of thing you have only seen in fairy tales and movies. Is it gonna turn into a pumpkin at midnight? Maybe. In that case, we should hurry before the clock strikes 12. He holds open the door of the carriage. Thank you, Arsenic. His only response is a smile. He extends his hand to you, and helps you into the coach. Once he settles beside you, the carriage sets off. And really, Beach and... I swear, when I do the third one, if the third one is like this, then fuck all. As usual, Arsenic comes around the coach and opens the door for you. When you step out, you find a trail of rose petals leading down across to the beach. For fuck's sakes, dude. You're laying it on a little too thick. The breeze has scattered a few of them, but there is enough to form a clear path. With Arsenic by your side, you follow it. You can feel your heartbeat pounding, the anticipation mounting. What was at the end of the trail of roses? Well, in the trail of tears, a whole lot of sorrow. Then you reach your destination. There's a table covered in white silk and 2 wooden chairs, candlelight bathes the dinner plates in a soft luminescent glow. Didn't we just fucking eat? All your favorite dishes are present. Arsenic pulls out one of the chairs for you. Once you take your seat, he moves to sit across from you. I hope everything is to your liking, Miss Poopy Butts. Please have as much as you like. Did you make everything? Yes, but I can't take credit for the craftsmanship of the plates, the silks, and the candles. Of course you can't, you dumbass! But truth be told, I had some help with the cooking. I fancied you didn't care much for the taste of charcoal. I must admit, it took some time finding a tree that your country would allow me to carve and whittle into furniture. What? Wait, you made the furniture? Yes, I suppose that's uncommon in your country, but it's nothing out of the ordinary. Are you fucking serious? Otherwise, we wouldn't have any furniture with which to use. Tell me about your favorite part of the day, assuming you have one. Being with you. I as well. I love being with you. Can we just fuck already? After dinner, you take a walk down the shore. The blue of the ocean is so still striking to me. Back on Virgo Island, the sea is red. We call it the blood sea. Why is the ocean red? Where are you from? It is not as fearsome as the name suggests. Rather, it takes an island of blood to devise such a label. Even if the conflict has ended for now, that war mentality still remains. I almost wish I didn't have to return home so soon. Forgive me. I told myself I wouldn't raise the subject with you today, but I wouldn't ruin Valentine's Day for you and our first date. Why do you have to leave? The Prince of the V has ordered it. If you wish to keep your head, you don't refuse. I don't mean to speak about this so bluntly. I feel the conversation has taken on a very dreary tone. It isn't forever, Miss Poopy Butts. Yes, you can be sure I will return here. I couldn't, I really couldn't stand to be away from you for so long. I'm not being too bold saying so, am I? Being around you for this long must be too intoxicating. I still can't believe you agreed to be my Valentine. I feel like I'm in a dream I'll awaken from at any moment. Your conversation peters into silence for a few seconds. Please don't think any further on careless things I've just said. Let us enjoy the rest of today. I've always thought the ocean makes fine music on its own, one of nature's majestic instruments. He slows to a stop and holds a hand to you. May I have this chance to dance, Miss Poopy Butts? You may. You place your fingers on his waiting palm. He leads you into a sweet, elegant dance. Your steps run across the shore in untraceable patterns. Then, yeah, sure, I'll run into him and tell him to catch me. He chuckles. Ready or not, here I come. Eventually, Arsenic escorts you back to the carriage, takes you back home. Arsenic walks you to your front door. In a moment, you know what he will tell. You know that he will tell you goodbye. Do you want a drink? You are very considerate, Miss Poopy Butts. I find myself a little thirsty. Your offer is most appreciated. You grab a drink from the kitchen and spend some time chatting. I have another gift for you, Miss Poopy Butts. At first I was hesitant to present it to you. It still doesn't feel right, but at this rate, I don't believe I will ever find it perfect. I think I might have just been making excuses not to give it to you. I'm not making any sense, am I? It might be best for me to show you. He draws forth a folded parchment from the depths of his cloak. This poem I've written. Oh God, why? His mouth opens, almost as if it continues speaking, but then he closes it. Looking down at the pages, he unfolds and begins to read from it. She is what gives flowers their color, the sun its strength. She is what gives song their melody, and dreams their substance. She is my mistress, my muse, my missing piece. Ah, Poopy Butts is the name of my beating heart. That was beautiful. You really think so? You don't know how glad I am to hear you say that. I thought for certain you would find it ridiculous on some levels. I find this whole date ridiculous, dude. It's a relief. He lays the page down on the table. I have something for you too? You do? This is unexpected. I'm happy I was in your thoughts. It would be my honor to accept it, Miss Poopy Butts. I guess you'll have to be leaving soon. You want to watch a movie? Ah, certainly. I've heard about them. God damn it! How long have you been in this country and not seen a movie yet? Moving pictures of strips of film and other complicated things. It must feel like a show of illusions. That's one way to put it. I take my description was a little too elaborate. Failed the mark, to say the least. You put on a DVD. You set it onto the couch. Arsenic takes a seat beside you. The movie you chose was... a chick flick. I'm curious to see what kind of movie you like. The movie begins to play. We're just gonna set the mood. Few minutes in, Arsenic glances your way once. Small smile on his lips. Lean against him. His body tenses. Then one hand comes to rest on your shoulder. With great care, he draws you towards him. You nestle on his against his chest until you're completely comfortable. His body is warm. The feathers of his coat are like some kind of soft comforter against your cheek. If there are any comedic scenes, you can feel his chest tremble with his soft chuckling. During the romance scenes, his gaze inevitably drifts towards you. Once you feel his gloved thumbs brush your shoulder, you can't tell whether it was accidental or deliberate. The movie ends and the credits begin to roll. I can see why you like it. The story is well put together well. It leaves you with something of a sweet aftertaste, like a powdered treat. I'm going to kiss him. He doesn't hesitate to respond in kind. He returns your kiss with the same tenderness that he always had shown for you. He cups your head, poses your fucking corner. Jesus Christ, Miss Poopy Butts, you must tell me when to stop, otherwise I will probably please you all night. What the hell is this? Yep, all night. As you wish, your wish is my command, Miss Poopy Butts. His kiss makes you lose your breath. Woo. Woo, 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 woo. Fun fact. Arsenic eggs are like onions. There are more layers than you might think. Play again and see what different choices might lead. End the stage. Oh god, that was a little too... That was a little too... Alright, I'm gonna try another one.